Hey folks, all right, we're on the second run of Andrea's rehearsal of the second rehearsal. Second run of the second rehearsals. Gotta figure this out. Well, I'm gonna start off and say I really do like actually the styling. I think the fact that they actually decided to be slightly ambitious with this makes sense because they could have just had her in like streetwear, I don't know what, done a bedazzled blazer or something like that. But this actually feels like designed and inventive, and that's really nice to see. And something like atypical. Also playing around with this makeup look with the dot that she had, like in the music video. I'm also gonna tell y'all right now. I feel like y'all can't come for North Macedonia anymore about the staging. I think North Macedonia messed around and figured out how to stage. I mean, I'm liking her vocal. I think the way that she sounds is good. She sounds crisp. She sounds clear. We're getting some emotive qualities with this vocal. And then we have that moment where we have the camera handheld that circles around her, which, I mean, we had to have that shot. We had to have that shot. And then there's this nice, usage of the LED floor that I think was really smart. I mean, there's something about this that is visually interesting. Like, we're getting lots of different shots. And I think that that's really smart because I think this was a song that some people thought, people might check out with. Visually, you're plugged in even if this isn't a genre that you like. She sounds good. Yeah, she sounds good. Now, see, I would be doing different camera angles at this point in the song. I would be way closer. What is it? In Europe, do y'all not like getting, shots of people's faces? I mean, when I went to school for broadcast journalism, we were like, really, this is the shot. Like, when you're doing an interview with someone, this is really, the shot that you kind of want. Oh, and she is doing the crop top again. I don't know if y'all knew that. Yeah. That was good. All right. Okay. I want this kind of genre to do well. I completely agree with you because this is a genre of music that I think I like, and I might be slightly partial to it. And I remember when the song even first came out, I was sort of like, oh, I don't know if y'all in Europe are going to feel it. For me, the song is just so firmly fixed in a genre that feels super familiar to me and is very similar to music that I listen to. Now, I will say, I don't know if this would have been a single on Alea's album, but it would have been on the album. It's a cut that would have been on the album, Let me hop into some of these comments. Okay, the staging better than 2018, worse than 2019? Well, definitely better than 2018. Worse than I don't even think worse than 2019. The staging package actually is really, really good. Again, I don't think we're going to be able to come for North Macedonia when it comes to the staging anymore. I think they've been on a nice little trajectory that we might have to take them off that list. Belgium, we'll see if Belgium gets to stay on the list because they very well might. So Mara says her vocal is much better this time around. The end of the first run-through was... I didn't think that the end of the first run-through was bad, though, either. This is the thing. There has to be a level of giving people the space to emote. And sometimes when people emote, there's going to be some imperfections in the vocals. And as long as that imperfection isn't a bum note, flat or off-key, I think we got to give some grace to that. Peter, come on now. I hope they qualify. She's one of the underdog entries who I think might shock a lot of us and do really well. I don't know if that's going to happen. I really don't. This semi is just so difficult. It's really, really a challenging semi. Now, I think they have a lot of friends. But again, I think like that earlier comment, I do wonder about this genre at Eurovision. Again, it's a genre that I really like, but I have oftentimes seen it not completely appreciated on the stage. Mar says, do you think the staging elevates the song a little bit? I actually do. There's something about this visual that I think, because this is the key. You want to have a song like this keep people hooked. And they're giving us a lot of different shots that I do think help to make people hold their focus a little bit longer. Let's talk about the styling. I think she looks really good. I don't know if I would be going for the hair all the way pulled back. I might have found an ability, I might have tried to find a way so we can have some hair around her, because I mean, look at me. It's like I'm a floating, head, but then at least you can see like my part or something, like where it breaks it up. But sometimes when you have the hair pulled back too much, and if the person doesn't have a swoop in the forehead, then all you see is like this. So I might have thought about how to get some hair around her a little bit more. So I would be sad if North Macedonia doesn't get rewarded for the efforts in past years. Well, this is Eurovision 2022, so we can only get points for 2022. Wait, what? Alesia, is it true you got kicked out of Careful? I didn't film the employees. I didn't film the employees. I was filming the food. Honestly, this staging looks really, really good. Yeah, I think what they needed to do, the challenge that they needed to do, was hook the people who maybe aren't fans of the genre. And I don't think people are getting up on this one. I think it's something about it that keeps us in. Oh, it's so interesting though, because I was talking about her hair, and I see that they did do some baby hairs. I forgot that the baby hairs were there. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling this, but I think it's still likely to not qualify. But it looks really good. I think that they are selling this. I think they're selling this package. Yeah. So it sounds like she's singing it lower than you. No. On the part where it's the bridge, I would do far tighter camera angles. I think it would be more effective if it was like the camera angles of her face, camera angles of just the hands, maybe her feet stomping on the stage, and then we see like a little effect with that LED. I would have just been a little bit more intentional with those shots. When is someone going to hire me so that I can do the shot list for a song? Yeah, I mean, I feel good about this, but I do think the song is where it is. This is a tough semi. It is a tough semi. But I think Andrea looks good. She's selling it in the way that she needs to sell it. And I didn't think that the staging was bad. And remember, with North Macedonia, we get nervous about that. We get nervous about their staging, but I wouldn't be nervous about this. Okay, yeah, that's what I think. I feel like that was a good rehearsal. I will be back for Estonia, and thank you so much, Dr. Gibson. I will keep up this coverage throughout the day. Got some interviews scheduled too. Brooke, I'll be doing Sheldon later. Estonia, Stefan, who is next. So I'm really curious to see how this rehearsal goes. Thank y'all so much for watching.